the problem with most organization, right? So you have such a large platform. You have all the old departments and everything. That's why, see, the importance of what it is that at least every week you have to check each department to make sure that they are doing the right thing. I don't know if this guy is an accountant or
It's an IT
an
person.
IT person. Okay, which means, okay, what happens to the accounting department? How come they didn't even know that money was leaving the account for so long?
Hello viewers. Yeah, like, are you a first timer? Like, you just stumbled on this particular channel, or you're one of our loyal viewers? Welcome to HR Anonymous Show. This is a platform where we discuss everything, anything, workplace issues, workplace stories, workplace experiences. I mean, those things where they pepper you, where they vex you for where they work, all those treatments that you feel say, why this thing is suck like this. This is a platform where you can bring them. I mean, we analyze, we discuss, and we ship in one or two of our advice. So on that note, do not forget that you can send us your story using our email address hranonymous@thebegshows.com, or our WhatsApp line 081 1466 9924. And on that note, of course, thanks for watching our videos, thanks for liking, thanks for engaging. We like you, we see you, we respect you, we love it. So on today's episode, we are going to be discussing two interesting stories. We're going to be discussing interesting stories as usual. Follow us, stay tuned to that screen, don't go anywhere while we do what, while we read the story together. Rachel, what do we have? What does Anonymous have for us today?
Before I read the story, I just want to tell you that someone tell you should send your account number.
Did I say that?
No. That you want to debit them.
I'm not sleeping. I was
want to
sleeping.
debit them.
I want to debit them.
You want to
I want to
debit
debit them. I'm not crediting them.
All right, we'll go to our first story of this episode. Our Anonymous is saying, the management of my organization appreciates my work, and I've received comment. They have told me, you are a genius, you are a great asset, go girl, go boy, go whatever, shall go. They have appreciated me. As time went on, I saw an opportunity to stylishly cheat the system. I saw an opportunity to cheat the system. But Anonymous is telling us, don't judge me. I'm not saying what I did was right. I know I shouldn't have done it. But then, organization was making profits. Me say for they make profit is a win.
Win-win.
Nobody
make I
lose.
chop.
As they say, every day for the thief, but one day for the owner. Them catch me. I was caught red-handed. I felt so embarrassed. My organization decided to make me a scapegoat. Say we don't catch you. I'm feeling right now that money would have been a lot. Like, I want to make a scapegoat.
Yeah.
They insulted me. They beat me. They dragged me out of the office.
For me?
It's not me they drag, go. You people know now that it's not me that they drag.
Always guiding.
I was asked to pay back all the money I stole, and I agreed to pay back. After agreeing to pay back, I was still arrested and jailed. And of course, I still paid back what I owed. After everything, they terminated me.
Go to your house.
After that ordeal that I created for myself, the organization now called me. Now they are now my former organization. They called me to do them a favor and help them with accessing a particular platform, as they have tried everything they can do and they couldn't resolve the issue.
Yeah.
My MD was not telling me, we need you, please come and help us. You understand that kind of thing? They were practically pleading with me. Now I've been wondering if I should help them or not, or if I should do it for a fee. Maybe they should pay me. What do you people think? Now I'm coming back from it. Should they pay?
I'm still digesting.
Should they do it for free?
I'm still trying to understand.
Loretta, what do you think? What do you think?
Girl, guys pay me. After beating me, dragging me out, still jail me on top. They will gas pay me.
But you said you be thief now.
It's
The anonymous not thief now.
but it's a win-win situation now.
Hey.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Ogbon Sodiq.
I'm not going to say that. Maybe you can use it as an opportunity to do restitution
To redeem.
or to redeem his
himself.
image or
When we get to the Bible scripture, we'll discuss that one. But actually, like, I understand your point. It's just like you already have a kind of bad record. So if you can't go back, do one free of charge, so they will now see him like this person is a changed person. That's what you're trying to say, Abi. They should have thought of that when they should have thought of that when they were dragging him.
if person carry your money with the amount of millions, you know, go think I'll drag your dad
because nothing changes.
I will drag your dad.
Nothing changes the fact that it's actually like what he did was out of it, entirely out of it. That was indeed a kind of theft case for
It's
me.
theft, it's stolen.
Okay. See, let me come in here. See, we already know the law, right? You know that he stole some certain amount of money and then he paid for it, right? That is fine. He has already, paid his debt. He has done his time and everything. But now we're talking about a real time business here.
Hey.
You called me for a work. I mean, this is no longer you're not my employer anymore, right?
yeah.
Right? You have already
problem.
sacked me now. You have terminated me, and now you're calling me to help you for something.
They
right?
should pay for the service.
You pay for the services.
Okay.
You pay for the service.
To pay for the services. I mean,
You know why I'm not going to look at it like a service or a favor or so to say, because the nature of what they asked him to do is they asked him to come and help them access a platform. I would assume that it's a platform that why is this girl looking at me?
No, now we are in it together.
I would assume that it's a platform that they have probably been using before. It's probably like trying to get a password, trying to get into a system or trying to. But now you get them before now they don't look for
So
person.
that
When go
organization,
do am, they no fit
that
do am.
organization, the management, sorry to say, they are out of their senses. So they have an idea that there is somebody who actually has access to something that somebody else does not have. So you didn't allow him do the proper what's it called? Handing over.
Yeah.
Before you now say you terminate the person. So that means that there was even no thought of the person's some kind of access that he still has with him, maybe passwords or some login details that he needs to have actually handed over before leaving. All of that was not their concern. Their concern was pay back our money and we'll disgrace you. Pay back our money and we'll disgrace you. As a matter of fact, still emphasizing on why the management don't know what they do. You want to tell me that they could not get any professional to actually fix that thing? So that person is the only person that can fix it. If they say the guy don't die.
If na password didn't call, the guy never died now. They say explore their options.
I'm saying if to say probably his enemy is dead or the guy is not even available. Okay, let's take for example, he doesn't want to do it. He wants them to pay a charge and they don't want to pay the charge. So that means no other person will find solution to that thing aside from that guy.
Christiana, at the end of the day, it might just be him going, just giving them an access or giving him necessarily might not even need to go to the organization. Do you realize that?
Even if it's an access, there still needs to be an alternative. It shouldn't be the only solution. So what I was trying to say is I'm actually not in support of the anonymous action. Don't get me wrong. At the same time too, I'm not in support of what the management did. But I'm coming from the point that the management should have alternative solutions that they want to explore, not them depending on that staff that is the only person that can help out.
Maybe.
You get my point. So that's what I'm trying to say, because I don't understand. If they say the guy no come dey again, what you want to do? Go find juju, help you do your.
They go look for the guy anywhere where he dey.
no, my point still stand on the fact that he has already done his time. What was it ethical? Was it right? I don't know. But for
You don't want to know that one. You don't want to know that one. Was it ethical?
we're talking about ethical.
Answer our question.
Ask her.
Was it ethical?
What he did, was it right?
Either win-win
It
or
was
50-50.
wrong. It was wrong. It was
Say it
completely
to the
wrong.
camera.
No, it was wrong.
Because I was about to bring out my gun for you.
What he did was
Actually,
completely wrong. I mean, stealing is stealing. Theft is theft, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just go to an organization and then what you have in mind is to try and siphon
Because
or
you're
try
genius.
to collect everything. Say na win-win situation. You understand? You know, it no make sense. You understand?
He said na the way we dey
That
plan
win-win,
it.
say na win-win situation. It no make sense. You get, but that aside, right? He has already done all that. We are agreed that what he did was not right.
And he has
It's not
suffered
ethical.
for it.
He has
paid the
suffered for it.
consequences.
Now you're coming to me. Now I'm trying to put myself in this person's shoes, right? What he did was wrong. We agree, right? Now you're coming to me as a person, Loretta, and you're telling me that you want me to help you to do something. No, this is Nigeria.
Is it help, Loretta? Is it help?
It's
Ah,
not
really?
free.
What's it? It's not help now.
It's what?
I want to collect my thing that is in your hand.
Your
What
thing
is
go-
I want to
what thing
collect my
is
thing that is
mine?
in your hand. It's not help.
If na their thing, they no go beg am. They go just instruct them. We need you to do this thing.
Okay, let me ask you a question, right?
Ask me. I
So,
like questions.
If reverse is the case, right, and then he wants to go in and collect his stuff, something personal, do you think they will give it to him?
Yes, now they'll give it to him now. If they not give you your stuff, you no go bring police come carry you. I'll bring police. I'll tell them share my picture dey on top my table. Make police escort me.
No,
Make I enter carry everything wey
if
dey
they
there.
assign something that has to do with whatever document you're giving the organization during your employment period? Once you are out, it's no longer yours. It's now the
No,
company's
that one
fault.
na if na company property.
That's what she's saying.
No, she's saying that if you
No,
forget
so
your
reverse is the
thing,
case now.
you forget your thing for the
Okay, your property.
Oh
like something
my
that
God.
belongs to you.
Loretta, I can assure you that nobody will work in that office that day if I don't take
See,
my property.
they will arrest you the second time, drag you for ground the second time.
So, but now
I
you have
will
not
come back
answered
the
the
third time.
question. You have not answered the question.
What's
Now, the question that this person is asking now is, should he charge a fee or not?
I do not think that you should charge a fee. I think you should give them what wait till you call them. Give them because I'm talking from the angle that this thing they are saying that they are trying to access something. So it's probably a password. It's probably trying to access a platform or whatnot. If it truly belongs to the organization, I feel like you have cheated them enough. If you think that thing belongs to them, not even if you think that. If the thing actually belongs to them, just give it to them. Why are you charging a fee? Is it for you?
Yeah, that's
Is it for you? Do you want to be a thief all over again?
That's a condition.
for
See,
you?
we are all
That's a
Nigerians here. Let's be
I'm a special
realistic.
Nigerian.
Let's be realistic here. If any of us has gone through the old times of dragging and
Trauma.
insults and thrown in jail, and then the same organization comes to you, no, I'm an HR person, it's fine, but then let me be realistic here. They come to you and they say, we want you to help us and do something. My first question is, how much will you pay me?
It's
So,
because
but
me and
I
Loretta were
I
saying
understand your own point.
Mhm.
I think I would go with Rachel's point of if this thing in question is actually the company's property in one way or the other, I think he has the right to give it to them.
No, that one is different.
But that part is not clear. We don't understand. Probably is him coming to use his own initiative to solve
a problem
for them.
helping with accessing a particular platform. Accessing a particular
So
platform.
that particular
is
platform
specific.
does not mean that it's actually company's right, or I don't know how to put it, like something
See,
we were operating on before. Sorry, I'm trying to say that platform might not necessarily mean that something you were operating on before you left, and so you're the only person that has access to it.
No, I do
it could
not
be any
agree.
platform. No,
I don't agree,
it could be
Christiana.
any platform.
I
And the
don't
reason why I'm
agree.
saying that is, sorry, this person is more like an IT person, and they stated that it was a genius. So probably there's a platform that they are trying to initiate or something they're trying to do,
finding it
and they feel
difficult,
the only person that can get them out of this mess is this
Christiana.
person.
Right, yeah.
So it's a two-way thing.
I don't agree.
I'm not negating yours. I'm not overruling your point.
I
But I'm
overrule
saying
your own.
Why you dey overrule
that
our
is not the certain. That is not the certain situation. It could be a probability.
I dey
That
overrule
is
our own.
company's platform.
Okay, well, wait to be your own. What's your
What I'm trying to say is,
Eh.
there's no one genius in the country.
Yeah.
For everything that whoever, for every platform, for every application, for whatever it is, for every software, there's actually a lot of people that know
that
about
can
it.
fix it. Thank
What
you.
I'm trying to say is, wait if you make you dey look for person. Say na this person fit access am. The person hold the password or something. I just feel like for you to be looking for a particular
Loretta,
person,
Loretta,
it has to
sorry,
be a
if there-
situation
if there
of
were no
password.
other people, because they said all efforts tried.
exactly? That's
Fail.
where I was
And
going
now
to.
they do
means
forget
that-
password, e no work.
No. That's
I dey tell you which have been
no.
I disagree. As much as I know they support this thief anonymous, I'm still going to maintain the standard. My point is, what they are calling him for does not necessarily mean that something he has access to while he was there. It could be that they have a challenge, and the only person they are thinking of that could help them out is this guy.
See, I feel like if an organization have dignity, not even if they have dignity, everybody have their pride, especially in this climate that we are now. Nobody will call you to come and do that kind of work after they have done something like that. I still maintain that is a thing that he had access to or set up while he was in employment
so.
at the
Because if that was the case,
Sorry,
then
let me
they
come
were
in
wrong
here, right?
for not allowing him to actually hand over whatever
maybe
he
you
has.
can
Go
say
ahead,
If
go
it's
ahead.
something that they have access or they want him to have access to, right? The first contact they would have made is him. Because he's the person that generated, based on your own ideology, right? He would have been the first contact. Not going through the whole length and breadth of Nigeria and then you couldn't find anybody and then you have to fall back to the same person.
Make I tell you something. I will tell you a story. 2000 and what it is.
2024.
I cannot remember.
2024.
I just finished secondary school.
Okay.
Cyber cafe was raining. Say you understand. I used to have one. God. I hope my mother does not watch this. I used to have one boy then. That helped me.
Wait, one
After
boy or
secondary
one
school.
boyfriend. May we understand.
Now you
that.
know. Now you know.
So we're not going to assume.
Make I talk my story. Make I not talk am.
Continue.
I used to have one boy then that helped me open my my Facebook account.
Okay.
So you understand? Not knowing that this particular person for the Facebook self, I don't know the die lover way they do. Now email address, it open my Facebook this thing.
Account.
But me with am don come scatter am. I needed to log in. Yes, I needed to log into my Facebook account.
You go to beg
I
am.
don't remember my password. As I dey do forget password, you know say they will send am to mail or to one
Or
phone number or something. The only God wey save me be say if you be my ex no mean say this life don end. I go still be your friend because everybody get im own useful days. Yorùbá will say ọmọ burúkú lọ́jọ́ tiẹ̀. So I operate on that level. That's the only thing that saved me. What I tell you. For say I don leave that boy in a shattered mode. That
You go open another Facebook account.
Now it be that. Now it be that. So you understand?
But you be bad
So
girl, shall.
So I'm trying to relate it to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
People don't have the experience. Me have the experience. So I'm telling you people.
But Loretta, do you know that something came to my mind, and it was that the organization themselves, you see that they don't have a system of audits. I mean, somebody was working for you for years and was doing something to actually
cheat the system.
Exactly.
Nobody discovered, no means of audit, no means of account reconciliation or something. So does that mean that the organization themselves gonna say they get problem because there were loopholes for that person to have done as much as that and nobody
To that
discovered
extent.
anything?
You see,
Until later.
that's the problem with most organization, right? So you have such a large platform. You have all the old departments and everything. That's why, see, the importance of what it is that at least every week you have to check each department to make sure that they are doing the right thing. I don't know if this guy is an accountant or
It's an IT
an
person.
IT person. Okay, which means what happens to the accounting department? How come they didn't even know that money was leaving the account for so long?
See,
Maybe
that.
now the method where the guy take dey steal. Now the method they like
I just think that.
difficult to
I
trace.
just think that this is it. You know, and I will not want to say this because it might be a controversial this thing. It tells you what some bankers also do. How they can decide to all of you can receive 1 kobo, 20 kobo alert. Imagine that you do 20 kobo for
500
20 million people.
30 million.
Do you know how much is coming to you? You are still making profit. I just think that guy was trusted by the organization. As they said, he was their key player. He was their star player. That's not to say that they are not at fault for not auditing. But I think they place a certain level of trust in him. And I think that it came from a part of him, even before I got to the accounting, he had tampered with the system in a way that for every 19 naira that you people are getting,
Nobody would find
I'm getting
out.
10 naira. And nobody knows. You
But
are
what do you
winning
think
and
is
winning.
possible that
it's
he
because
was
he's an
alone?
IT person. It's because he's an IT professional. I think so. And saying that somebody is a genius means that he could have done it somehow that nobody would have traced it.
That's true.
Would have traced it. So he's just the guy himself actually doing something very, 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 very wrong. Very, very wrong. So I really do not know what to say like on this particular story. Aside from the fact that the guy don't do bad. So probably it could be an opportunity for him to redeem himself.
Me, I'm not even saying it's an opportunity. Okay, I said it's an opportunity before.
Yes.
But now, as I remember my Facebook story, As I remember my Facebook account story, my listing don't change. Give who get password their password. Because now so they for leave me hanging that time too. I think that if it is there, no, I'm not even saying if it is. I think you should give them what rightfully belongs to theirs. If you have something that they can use to access their platform, and is it your own? Is it your father's platform? Give them their thing.
What do you have
That's
to
what
say
I
to
think.
what Rachel is using her head to be
I
scratching?
don't even understand Rachel. I don't even understand Rachel. See, if it's something that has to do with the organization, fine and good. You're obliged to return company's
Back to them.
properties. Fine
Yeah, I'm
and
telling
good.
you,
what
if you
what-
have an
But
organization,
if it's business, you pay me. That is it.
you
End
own
of
is
story.
just money.
No,
Me,
it's
I'm not
money.
money
It's not
conscious.
money.
I'm not money conscious in this life. I'm just saying that. See, I would still speak to the fact that the organization should not have dragged him. They shouldn't have done that to him. I think so too. He thief, yeah, but I don't think that they should have beat him, drag him on the floor. Nobody go drag me on the floor. Let's go to police station.
If the woman want to arrest him, they
See,
arrest him.
you
Normal
don't catch
way.
me. You don't
You
catch
don't
me. You
need
don't
to-
catch me.
You don't need to do so much for him. Like, I don't understand. Even during all of that, how do you expect him to still have the mind to want to do something, even if it belongs to you, because of the way you have treated him? It does not make sense now, because emotionally, yes, now you are giving me bombastic by if you want to arrest him, you knew quite alright that you were going to arrest him, which you later did.
Yeah.
You got all of your money from him and all of it. Why do you need to treat him that way, drag him on the floor, beat him?
No, they not first thing say no go pay. Now
not
why
knowing
That
that
it was so
they
extreme.
beat their money
it
come
was
up
so
on
extreme.
body?
It
that
was so
means they're
extreme.
indirectly putting laws into their hands. That was what
True,
they did,
true.
which was absolutely bad. They put laws into their hands. So in this case now, I think basically what I advise the anonymous is, if it belongs to them, like Rachel said, you're obliged, and Loretta, you're obliged to actually give what belongs to them. But if it does not belong to them, because I don't want to be solely sure,
It belongs to them.
that
Then.
it belongs to them.
I said it belongs
That's
to them.
your ideology, Rachel. In case it does not belong to them, you're still going to do that thing, and then they will pay the
They'll
damn
pay for
fee
it. Simple
for
and
it.
short.
That's what me I know. And as a matter of fact, I was going to ask a question.
You
Is
do
it
am so that
normal-
you go thief farming.
Is it normal for organizations to actually request favor from terminated staff? Somebody that is no more your staff. Do you think it makes sense?
Yeah, I think so.
It depends on the
some
relationship.
ground,
Yeah,
yes,
it
on some
depends,
relationship, based on how the person left the organization. We have people that left organizations that are still good friends with their boss. You know, sometimes reason for leaving some organizations is not because the organization is bad, or because there are some. I think there's a terminology in the career this thing called a plateau. You might have reached your plateau, your peak in that
You need to
organization.
leave to the
There
next
is no
level.
room for growth or
Mm-hmm.
for more. Like that's all you can get in that organization. You just need to leave. Sure, you understand. You're still in good communications with your bosses. They still wish you well and all that. Based off of that, you can even recommend your bosses for jobs, for stuff like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I do
That's
not
true.
think so.
That's true. But I don't know. Do you think the organization would have managed it better? Because for me, I think the situation would have been handled better than how they actually did.
Well, for me, I think that it was based on hurt. They felt that they were,
They've been
they've been
cheated.
cheated, right? So they felt bad. So their own is just their own display of emotions, right? So they felt this guy cheated us. The best we can do is
To treat his fuck up.
exactly make him a scapegoat. Let others know that if you do the same thing, you go collect. You understand? You go collect.
Yeah, actually.
And I think that this talks to other organizations too. We know that you have star player. We know that you have star boy. At the end of the day, your star boy go fuck up. I can imagine how the rest of the people that you refuse to acknowledge in the organization. Yeah, you understand. So I feel like no matter how much you trust your employees, you should still put in systems. There should be system in place. As they open this thing, as they get the password, then they give you the password, or they are documenting it, or they are keeping it somewhere, and do proper handover. Don't let your emotion take the best part of you. Like, because imagine if na password, if the guy say he forget him, cause you go beat am.
Exactly.
I go tell you, as you drag me, my head drag ground.
Mentally, I
And
don't
the thing,
remember again.
and I can't get, God forbid, I will not have mental.
What's your advice? What's your final advice?
Well, my final advice to, I don't know, let me direct it to the anonymous, right? If it involves him redeeming himself, right, he should just do what is right, what he thinks is right. That's just my advice to him. You should do what is right. If you mean say collect money, forget.
Everyone talk say if doing what is right means you should collect money, I bet collect money.
Who go pay you?
No lose guard.
No lose guard.
Loretta wan sing for you, collect your money.
So also on the final note, I think to the anonymous, only you can tell if this thing they are requesting for is actually their own property.
It's their own.
Your own property.
It's their
So
own.
if it's their property, I beg, give them their property before you go jail the second time. And if it's not theirs, please,
their
you
own.
can decide to charge a fee, and you can decide to do it as a means of redeeming yourself, so they know you are a changed person. But to the management, because person are genius, no means maybe you put the whole of your work, the whole of your life, what's it called, on this person. I beg. Now genius don't genius come up body. So now you're not looking for genius to come and genius password. So I think there should be things, there should be processes, there should be procedures such that things that are not individual assets should not be handled by a staff alone. Like the management does not have, you don't have the password, you don't have access to that platform, you don't even know how it is being done. I'm not sure it makes sense. I understand that not everybody is an IT personnel, but regardless, this person is your employee, and there should be somebody supervising this thing, regardless of the fact that he's the IT specialist. So on this note, I think the anonymous knows what to do, and of course, our viewers can also drop their opinions for the anonymous. So we are going to be going to the next story.